Miles Bridges, obvious frustration, apologized via Twitter for hitting a fan with the mouthpiece after having a minus 30 and getting ejected from the game. Sean, we know there's passion for the game, but clearly it went too far for Miles Bridges tonight.
Without a doubt. And again, this one incident shouldn't define him, but it was not a great moment for him. And the fact that he responded immediately, you have to like that. But again, you have to learn how to control your emotions. First of all, he was out of line going to the referee with his fist balled up, like he's going to do something. And then he only, makes matters worse when he throws his mouthpiece. I don't even know who he was aiming at. He probably doesn't even know who he's aiming at. You can't do that in this league. This is a professional league. You can't do that anywhere. But again, he apologized, and we'll try to move on from this.
Now, so there's apologies where there's language, and you're trying to figure out what they're saying here. But here, somebody got me in contact with a young lady. That's unacceptable. Grant, when I see that, that's full accountability for the situation.
Well, as you both are saying that, the fact that you recognize that you went too far and that you lost it in that moment, and to acknowledge that and to publicly apologize. That's the right thing to do. It's unfortunate it happened. I get it. Frustration. You want to play. This game means so much to you. You want players to care. But when you take it that far and you react in that kind of way, then that becomes a big problem. So I'm relieved. In the midst of what happened, I'm relieved to know that at least he did. Acknowledge what he's done is wrong and look to apologize for what he's done.
When we see Miles Bridges and think about when he came into the league, who he was as a player, and look at him now as a guy that's the front runner for most improved player, you know that he has a passion for the game. You see how much he's grown. And for the Hornets to have improvement as a team, but to lose like this in a play-in situation, Sean, obviously all around that they were frustrated by this loss.
Yeah, first I want to talk about Miles Bridges and how far he's come as a player. A guy who was coming off the bench when he first came in the league, and all of a sudden he's one of their primary scorers, primary options. He's going to be a restricted free agent this summer. So obviously he's playing for a contract, and you could just see that all season long. You could even see that a little bit this game in his approach. Obviously the results didn't show. But, he really wanted to perform well in this game. As far as the Hornets, Coach Borrego said, if you look at the way we played this year, it was an improvement from last year, and last year was an improvement from the previous year. That's all fine and good. You have a young team, they're growing and everything. But at the same time, this franchise has yet to win a play-in game, not even close. They've been blown out for the second straight year and hasn't won a playoff series. It's got to stop at some point. The fans in Charlotte are frustrated. They've had these false starts before, these rebuilding efforts before. It looks like they're going in the right direction with LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, if they keep him. But at the same time, you've got to show it here in the playoffs. And for so long, this franchise hasn't done it in a play-in game, because that just started last year. But even in the playoffs, they have to take a big step forward, not regular season-wise, just to get the confidence of the fan base. They've got to take that step forward in the playoffs.